Hello witches, it is Luca and welcome back to my channel. In today's speed build, I am working on my save file once again. For the year of 2023, I plan on finishing the save file. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to get everything done, but I'm wanting to fill up the entirety of The Sims 4 with my own builds here. So today we are in Evergreen Harbor once again. I love this world. I love Evergreen Harbor. I love Eco Lifestyle. It's one of my favorite expansion packs. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to work on this world next, I think. I have some really good ideas. I have been playing the Rags to Riches challenge as well in this world, and that's honestly part of the reason why I'm kind of inspired by it. So if you have not seen my Rags to Riches challenge, I will leave that linked down below as well as in the card up in the top right corner. This lot is a junkyard, and it is inspired by The Sims 3, actually. I went onto Google and I typed in The Sims 3 junkyard lots, and it came up with the Sims wiki, and I looked on there, and I looked at all the different junkyard lots that existed that came like pre-made. And there was one that just kind of caught my eye, and so I just went with it. I don't even remember the name of it, honestly, but it's just a simple shape here. I kind of had it in my head. I was like, okay, maybe this is like a junkyard owned by someone in the area, possibly. It would be kind of cool to, I could have adjusted it a bit more, but I could have made it to where it was like a junkyard where people could also buy stuff that was like fixed up. I'm not really sure, but I kind of just wanted to keep the vibes of a junkyard. It is a generic lot, so there really isn't anything super crazy going on in this one. But, you know, it's for the vibes. It's for the vibes. That's what this is here for. So it's a nice place too, because there is going to be some objects in the like yard, the junkyard area that maybe your Sims can like come and take if you want, or you can maybe, I don't know, it's mainly for the vibes. That's really what it is here for, because honestly, this lot, you could probably change it up to like something that I'm doing in my current Rags to Riches, which actually, I don't know if you've seen the episode just yet. I think it's going live today, the day that I'm filming this. So yeah, it's definitely going to be up. Just check out that episode. I will leave it linked. But basically, my Sim, August, he is buying a thrift store. Or let me just say he is opening a thrift store that is like a junk store. So he's selling anything that he's crafted or collected. And yeah, I thought that would just be a much more fun way to play Rags to Riches, because honestly, I was kind of like not wanting him to sell objects directly out of like the catalog and everything. I thought that was just a little bit too boring. And yeah, it's actually really, it's a fun time. And this is kind of inspired by that, because I don't know, I really want to start working on more community lots here on my channel too, because I feel like just doing homes all the time can be quite boring. And you know, it'd be kind of cool for your Sims to just go here for like stories and stuff. Like maybe they're just like passing through this area, or maybe they do. I was going to say maybe they have a date here, but that would be kind of sad. But for some Sims, that might not be weird. But yeah, the majority of this build, it's very simple. It's a generic lot, so there's really not anything for your Sims to do all that much, really. But I also thought maybe this little office, this little building here, maybe it's like the water office or something. Like you go there to pay your water bill. I'm from a small town in Kentucky, so like that's completely possible, let's be honest. So but the inside of it is pretty simple. It's just like kind of a little kind of rundown office with just a computer and like a little kitchenette. Just you know, the basics. You know, maybe you can send your Sims here, and this is like where they quote unquote work every day, and so maybe they can like take some objects, or maybe you can like replace the objects with some junk. Maybe you can like, hey, maybe you can even place down a bunch of furniture or appliances and just like use cheats to break them, and then just have your Sims repair them. And it's like, oh, you know, it's a junkyard, but they also repair stuff. There's a lot you can do. It just takes some little creativity, I think. I really took advantage of the show live edit objects in this build, and one of them is this broken sign. I thought that was kind of fun, and these lights as well, which actually illuminate the area pretty well, but not in a like super bright way, which I thought was really cool. And here in this little building here, I was trying to do something there with a fireplace. I don't know what I was doing, but I eventually do actually place down a bathroom there. But yeah, it's a cute little office. I actually really like the vibes. The thing is, what I've been really doing in a lot of the builds in my save file is I'm wanting to do some more grungier builds. I want them to be a bit more run down, not disgusting or like, gross or, dilapidated by any means, at least not all of them. But I really want them to have just some character and some I just want it to have life. Like, I don't want anything to be perfect. I don't think in my save file there's going to be a perfect suburban home. I think they're all going to be quirky or a little bit run down or just, I don't know. I want there to be something different in my save file that other people don't exactly expect. Like, I know that my builds aren't going to be like unique, revolutionary, but I want them to just feel different. I want you to be able to download this save file and be like, wow, all this feels different from what I'm used to, because, there's a lot of incredible save files out there that have these beautiful homes, but I want to do something that's a little bit more grungy. That's the only way I can think about it. So yeah, I don't know. If you have not seen my previous save file builds, they'll be linked in the description as well. There's a lot of links. I know, I'm sorry, but I can link the Moonwood Mill world that I did, because I finished Moonwood Mill. That's the first world that I finished because there was only 5 lots, so it was pretty quick and easy. I do plan on doing the other smaller worlds, I think, first. I have my eyes set on Glimmerbrook right now. I'm kind of like wanting to do something there, but it's going to take a little bit of time for me to figure out what the vibes that I want there, because every world has its own little feel, like Evergreen Harbor is already pretty run down, depending on how you play. And I honestly wish you could do like a cheat that keeps it at a specific like pollution level, if that makes sense. Because I honestly low-key love Evergreen Harbor whenever it's kind of like a little trashy. I know that sounds bad, but I love the vibes, or at least this area. It doesn't have to be the whole of Evergreen Harbor. I just really like when Port Promise, which is this neighborhood here, I like it when Port Promise is a little bit run down, because I like it being like the rundown side of town, like the industrial side of town that's, where there's a lot of like, community buildings and stuff like that. I think that's what I'm going to do here, because I feel like for the most part, like that one shipping container lot that's like a residential home, I feel like that would be a good place to put like a shipping container community or something. I don't know. I have to think about it, but just leave me any suggestions that you have in the comments down below. But yeah, I use this tiling from the Werewolves pack again here. I'm probably going to be using this a lot in my builds for the save file, because honestly, it's the perfect kind of tile, because it's like a laminate tile that's just been really worn down over time. It's not just like a nice tile or whatever, it's definitely laminate. It's definitely like a vinyl flooring that's definitely wore out over time. And I don't know. I wish we had like a variant of it that was like not as broken, so that we can kind of like mix and match it. That would be kind of fun. But this still looks really good. And I don't know, I just kept it pretty simple. I put like a little kitchenette with a mini fridge, a coffee maker, and a microwave. Just, I don't know, I can just see someone coming here every day to work. Just maybe they work with the community. I don't really know. There's so many things that could be done here, but I just wanted to create a space so that people could like build off of it, if that makes sense. I really liked these windows that I used too. So those big windows that I used in the front and the back of the building, they're from the Get to Work expansion pack, and they're kind of cool because you can't really see through the front of them, but you can see out. It's kind of neat. I don't know. I like that little bit of detail, and they look very commercial, industrial like kinds of windows, so it makes sense. And I don't know, just a nice little building. And I do eventually make my way outside to do the actual quote unquote junkyard. It does take me not very much time, honestly, to fill it full of junk. The Eco Lifestyle expansion pack has so much to offer when it comes to like building up your world to make it look a little bit more run down, because it's literally what it has in the world. Like the assets in the world are there, and they're so awesome, and they're so full of detail. Like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. Like you'll see in a second too, I also put a big dinosaur. I was like, what if there was like a amusement park or some kind of thing nearby that shut down years ago, and so they got rid of all the junk except for the big dinosaur, which was like their main like centerpiece or something, and so they just dumped it off at the local junkyard, and it's just been there ever since. I don't know, that was like kind of the idea in my head. And of course I had to put in a lot of the tires. These here are from Eco Lifestyle. I'm pretty sure. And then there's some more that I put from Strangerville. Strangerville is also another really good pack. There is not a whole lot of stuff compared to Evergreen Harbor or Eco Lifestyle, but Strangerville definitely has a lot of really good like junk items too, like papers and like this old bathtub as well. I think no, that was from Evergreen Harbor too. But I don't know. There's a lot of stuff, and I didn't want to go too crazy because I didn't want it to be like laggy for you all, but it's pretty good. It looks good. I really like the vibes. It's very nice. And honestly, I kind of wish I would have added some more like some like tarps and stuff too. I didn't even think about that. I don't know. There's a lot that you could do. It would be kind of cool if you downloaded this world and maybe throughout time you could maybe change this from like a little mini landfill like it is now to to something that was a little bit more eco-friendly. Like maybe they clear out all this garbage and they make it into like a little I don't know, like a little hangout, or maybe they make it into a community garden, or I don't know. There's probably some better things. Like I wouldn't want to grow food here because that might not be very sanitary. But I don't know. There's it's The Sims too, so you can be as creative as you want. But I will be continuing work on this save file for quite a while. So just keep in touch. Keep your eyes open for any save file builds. Most of the time, it will be builds for the save file, I think, because I just want to work on that for a while. And if you got to this part of the video and you like this video and you aren't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Join the crazy family here. And if you like the video, hit the like button as well. And if you got to this part of the video, why don't you comment dinosaur? Yeah, dinosaur. We're gonna do that today. But anyways, I love you all. Take care of yourselves, and that is everything. Thank you all so very much for watching. Stay weird, and I will speak to you all next time. Goodbye, witches.